So everything that you do is just like the dragon one.
Yeah.
Right? So all the single palm changes are all...
Are that far reaching?
Yes, underneath your elbow. So you want your hand tucked in, your index finger points to your elbow, and both hands push to the center of the circle. Right, and it's always walk a full circle, and then do the palm change. Waist level, pushing up bottom hand, underneath, like that. You should feel a stretch along your back.
Yeah.
He's going, yeah.
There.
Right, and both your palms, like you're pushing against me. Right, so under, right. The only way you can do that movement is to turn your waist and then tuck your elbow in, so it should be tucked in and trenching. So you do it again, right? So you're going to hook step, the hand comes to the center of the chest. You step to an equatorial, the hand thrusts underneath, and you're going to turn your back toe in, push forward to a bow and arrow, and then 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, minimum of 3 steps to finish your single palm change. Right, keep going.
Palm up.
Right.
Equatorial.
Step thrust.
Thrust.
1, 2, 3 or more, and keep going. In all of these, you should practice stationary and walking. No, do it on the circle.
Okay.
You know why I do it on the circle?
Because the rest is all in the circle?
No, that's a good reason.
Yeah.
The circle keeps your alignment exactly perfect. So if I said to you, do the short form on a line, and I drew a straight line, like in the one video that I did, I drew a white line on the floor.
Yeah.
I did the form on the line, right? So the circle forms to give you that exact line. So it gives you that exact circle when you're doing it, and it makes the relationship of your feet in the arch of the circle correct. So if my feet are off, like my heel should be on the line, my back foot on the line, that's right. If my feet were off like this, if I didn't have a line, you're probably not going to feel it.
Yeah.
Right? Or what you do is you start to change the size of your circle. Or what your circle does is it shifts all over the place. By having a perfect line, right, with the same size, whatever the size of the circle is, what happens is my footwork is always exactly perfect. Because you can always have a reference point to check yourself.
Okay, cool.
So we'll do it. Right, so the outside foot almost always follows the curve of the line. The inside foot always slightly turned inward. Don't rise up.
Oh, yeah.
Center of chest. Step thrust. Push forward. Right, not, see you're a little more, but under your elbow. If you turn your waist, your hand will go under your elbow. So you'll tuck your arm in and you'll turn your waist. And those second 4 of the 8 circle walking really help you develop this stretch that you feel right there. Right, one more. Yes. Good. Yeah. A little higher. Yeah, that's good. And if you're going to do that, though, it doesn't have this. Bakwa doesn't have that anywhere. I don't think there's anything wrong with it if you want to do it.
Okay.
That's okay. But if you're going to do that, then I go back. We were not taught from Peter at the end of the palm changes. We were never taught to open or to close.
Oh.
So everything started here, and it finished here, and that was it. And it kind of feels a little weird,
Yeah.
because everything else that we do has an opening and a closing. So what I do with all the palm changes, if you're not going to do them continuous, or say you wanted to do them and make them still like all separate, start with your heels together, toes pointed out. And you're going to set up to the single palm change. So you'll come up and step. And then that will put you in the position you need to do. You do your palm change, you do whatever you want. You'll always finish, you always go counterclockwise first, clockwise to finish. You always turn around going back to the counterclockwise direction, right? Then once you're here, you come back. I just stand up because that's what we do, but if you want to stand up, and because again, the whole thing, like with Xingyi, Tai Chi, all the other styles, this bringing of the hands up and out, and once you're finishing, the bringing of the hands back in and down, right, is starting to help get the energy, get the chi out. Keep it circulating as you're doing your palm changes. Bring the chi back. Bring it center. I don't know why they don't do it in the Bakwa that we did. And I don't know why Peter, when he did this, didn't do it. Maybe he did, nobody asked.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. You know. So in order to give it something a little bit more structure and to have it follow the rest of the things we do it that way. Just whatever you decide to do, just do it consistently.
Okay, cool.
You know. We'll do double,
Yeah.
right?